What's going on, everybody? So, first off, I want to say sorry for Monday's post. Was it Monday?
Friday.
Friday's post. We posted that very late and didn't give a heads up on Instagram. I want to say sorry for that.
That's my bad.
Yeah. But yeah, today's gonna be a pretty good podcast.
Yeah, and
So,
I mean,
yeah.
to make up for the crappy timing on Friday, we brought in a special guest.
Our special guest is our Uncle Ben, and he's pretty dope, I want to say. Like,
I appreciate
yeah,
the intro. Thank you.
yeah.
Thank you. I'm glad to be on the pod. Thanks for having me.
Well,
Guys,
yeah, today we let him mainly choose the topic and all that. And we want to see what the topic is today, then.
Yeah. So I've always thought about this because, I was going to say, our family, not even just our family, but a lot of kids around the world and a lot of people around the world, they always pretend to have superpowers and they always pretend to be Superman, Batman, and I guess Batman doesn't necessarily have a superpower, but I thought in today's episode, what if you woke up and you had powers? What would your initial reaction be? And there's so much to dissect in that one statement. So I'm ready to fully dive into this.
yeah. Oh man, that's a good topic right there, man. I I have no idea what I would do. I'd probably
Okay.
freak out for a little bit, or just look at myself, be like, dope.
First off, before we really get into it, if you woke up tomorrow with powers, first, what do you think you'd get? And then for me, it'd be two different answers. What do you think you would get, and what you'd want?
Oh,
That's good.
yeah.
Um, I think what I think I would get would probably be, I don't know. I'd probably get something lame, honestly. I'd probably get like phase through walls, and then that's it.
Yeah, yeah.
The Martian Manhunter.
Yeah, and then that's it. Like no cool laser beams out of my eyes or anything, just phase through walls.
Yeah.
Or just something so redundant where you can read somebody's mind for like 2 seconds.
Oh, that would suck.
Yeah.
It's like in a
That
Mystery Man where the guy can only be invisible when no
visible.
one's looking at him.
Yeah, and he has to be naked. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Like
Yeah.
that's pretty redundant.
Yeah. Well, what power would you want?
Honestly, I'd probably and I've said this before, and I know we've talked about it a little bit off the podcast, but speed. I would want
Yeah.
speed. And
Yeah.
not just run 100 miles an hour, almost like Barry Allen speed, tap into a speed force. Like there's just so much you can do with that reverse time. Like there's a lot that you can do.
There's
Yeah.
so much on the basis of just speed, too. Well, in the comic realm, at least.
Right,
Like you're
right.
saying with Barry Allen. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's such a far-fetched superpower too though, because I think in reality it would almost be like you get super speed and you can run up to 50 miles an hour and that's it.
yeah.
Like in reality,
Yeah.
that's what I think.
Yeah,
It's like
for
you can hit
sure.
the freeway and that's it.
Right. You can run to school and get there on time.
Yeah. That'd be dope, though. Like, only have to wake up 5 minutes before. You gotta be
Right?
on time.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
I'd like that, actually. No, I'm out of school already.
Right. I was gonna say, even though you're out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, me too, man.
Even well, I mean, I still could wake up 5 minutes early and run to school.
Just to do it.
Yeah,
Like,
just
not
do
in
it.
school, just to do it. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna be late, even though I don't have
Yeah.
If you had full on Barry Allen speed, though, you could wake up a minute before, eat breakfast, get dressed, brush your teeth, and then run to school.
and then probably go to the grocery store, get a whole grocery list, go home, put all the groceries in your fridge, and then stop at the gas station, get a drink. You could probably do that,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
go to school.
That reminds me,
Yeah.
the other day we watched X-Men Apocalypse, and there's that part with Quicksilver when
Yeah.
when Havoc blows up the place, but he's going in and he's pulling everyone out. That part always makes me laugh. I freaking love that part.
Right. Oh yeah. No, it's super funny. Or I like that part where he's running. I think he's Is it? He's running at Apocalypse. He's running around Apocalypse, and all of a sudden, Apocalypse kind of like slowly starts to stare at him.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm thinking of Justice League too, where the Flash runs around Superman, and he starts looking at him, and the Flash gives him that look, like, oh no,
Like
he
what?
sees me.
What about
But
you, Ian?
For the powers?
yeah, let's hear this.
Oh man. Let me see. There's so many freaking powers out there. I feel like if I was a superhero in a comic book, I get some lame crap like they'd probably turn me into a werewolf, and I don't want to be a furry. Um, but no, what I would want though is control over time, like full control over time. Like I can pause, I can play, rewind, fast forward, or do whatever. I mean, literally, you could do whatever you want if you could just pause time and walk through it, and no one could stop you unless they had that power.
Yeah. Well, that goes along with the Flash too, because he can stop time.
Yeah, reverse it. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think it's pretty
true.
dope. Plus, he has so many other powers. Well, so many other abilities that besides stopping time and all that.
Yeah,
Right?
But
No, that's true.
yeah, I think I don't know. The Flash is probably up there on my favorite superheroes for sure.
oh yeah.
Oh yeah, me too. Me too. How about you? How about you, E? Let's hear this.
Um, I don't know. Like, I think I'd get something like I'm not exactly sure. Like, I feel like I'd get something stupid for sure, only because there'd be so many out there with powers.
Right.
Like, um, yeah, I'd probably like be able to see like X-ray vision, but like only like 5 feet in front of me.
I knew you were gonna say
Yeah.
that. You have to push your
Like,
face up against the wall. They're robbing a
yeah,
bank. I see it.
yeah. Like, sucks too because it's not even the space recommended for COVID.
I was gonna
So,
say.
Open for trying to help out the police.
yeah, yeah.
I was gonna say, where's X-Ray Man? He's out for 2 weeks because he got
yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah. That would be
COVID.
funny.
And what would be the power that you would want?
Honestly, I thought about it a lot, and like I was jumping around between like super strength or or like speed like the Flash.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I ended up wanting like super intelligence to be like the smartest man on Earth.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
that'd be
Only because I don't think the smartest man on Earth would not try and create other powers.
that is true. That is
Like,
true.
if I really wanted to, I'd be like the smartest man alive, create the Flash speed and have it, and then combine it with like the Hulk strength. Like, I think that'd be so dope.
Yeah, that would be pretty sick.
That would be tight. That would be tight. Now that we got that, this is the answers that I really, really want to hear. Is so you have your powers, right? So you say you actually get the power that you want. You decide that you're going to pursue a path in like heroism, right?
Yeah.
Or you're gonna be a villain. Either or. Are you telling your family?
No. No.
And why? Why aren't you telling your family?
Sure, Ian.
Man, why am I not telling my family?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like a lot of heroes just like don't tell their family to either protect them or because they can't keep a secret. For me, it's like I just wouldn't want anyone to know for no reason. Like I wouldn't want anyone to know. And well, I guess there is reasoning. It's just so like if people find out you've got this power specifically, like timing crap, they're gonna ask you to do stuff for them, and it's gonna get like super annoying and like that's really what I'm worried about in this scenario, honestly. But no, I don't think I would really tell anyone except probably Ethan. No,
Yeah.
I would tell Ethan, but honestly, I wouldn't tell anyone.
Yeah. And that's is that for no reason or mainly protection or what?
So people don't bother me about having me use it for their personal reasons, because
Yeah, another personal game.
that's not what it's
Yeah.
for.
I can see that. I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, for me, I think I would be somewhat both. Kind of like Deadpool, a superhero and a supervillain. Like,
So you'd be an anti-hero.
yeah, pretty much. And I don't think I'd tell my family at all, only
Yeah.
because I feel like I'd be a higher danger to people.
Yeah.
Like, only because I don't know. My personality is a lot of money based, where I'd want to get as much money as I can.
That's fair.
So if I were to have the super intelligence I was talking about,
Right.
I'd be making a bunch of these powers and then selling them to
Oh,
people.
snap.
It'd be kind
Like,
of like that new movie that just came out.
Yeah, Power. Yeah. Or I think it's something Powers with Jamie Foxx. I can't remember. Or maybe it's just called Powers.
No,
yeah,
it's got a title.
Yeah. But
and I'd play it super smart, where there's gonna be something in them where I can just control them whenever I want to.
oh snap! So you're gonna be like the El Chapo of superpowers.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh snap! Pablo
Which,
Escobar superpowers. That's intense.
yeah, which I don't know if they're buying powers off of me. Might as well be a little catch to it.
Yeah.
Right.
True.
Right.
The
Now I
movie-
just picture you in a suit with a briefcase.
That's
Hey,
what I'm thinking.
like
Yeah.
you trying to get these powers real quick.
Yeah. Be that like drug dealer in the corner
Right.
and just inject them with powers.
Just like power.
Yeah.
You just pull out this giant syringe.
But see, I get that. That's interesting. Would you ever make like an anti-serum to take away the power?
Possibly. Um. Yeah, I'd probably have a couple just in case the, I guess, serum or whatever goes wrong. I have to have something that cancels it out.
Stabilizer.
Yeah. So I think I would in that case, but I think like I think if it ever went down that road, I would like have something like I was saying to control them
Right,
in a
right.
sense where like I possibly I'd put something in there that would make their mind think that they don't have powers and just puts that in the back of their mind so that the person actually doesn't think they have powers and powers only show when it's needed. So I'd possibly do more something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
But
That's
yeah,
interesting.
what about you, Ben?
For me, I think I'm telling certain people. I'm telling certain people, and the reason why is because I feel like I would be that generic hero.
Yeah.
I would be that generic hero, but I would have the humor of Deadpool.
Huh.
Like, I would definitely help you. I would legit be Steve Rogers mentally,
Deadpool.
but Deadpool on the outside. And so I would probably form a team. If you guys didn't have any powers, you'd be my Overwatch.
X-Force.
I'd be so down.
Yeah, like that's what I would do.
That'd be tight.
I,
We'll be the guy in the chair.
yeah, you'd be the guy in the chair. Get it, Ned.
Yeah,
Oh,
that'd be dope. Would you be telling your family at all?
uh, select few people like you guys. I think I'd probably tell my brothers just because I don't know if I could tell my parents though,
Yeah.
and I probably tell my sister Sarah. You know Sarah.
Yeah, we all know.
Yeah, no. So I think I would. I think I'd tell my siblings, and I think I'd tell certain nieces and nephews. But I don't think I could tell my parents.
Yeah. So
Just
That would be rough.
yeah, no, for sure.
so when you're telling your brothers, is it just like a hey, you need to know this, or is it like a flex? It's like I have powers and you don't.
It's for sure. No, it wouldn't be you don't have powers, but I would if I had super speed, I would call my brother in Australia. I'd call Jay in Australia, like, hey, give me 2 seconds,
Yeah.
and then just show up at his doorstep. Hey, what's your address, real quick? I need that GPS.
Yeah.
I don't think the GPS could catch up to you, honestly. It'd
Right,
probably
I probably
lose
get
you.
lost.
Yeah.
I've been around this dang world 6 times. I don't know where you live.
Yeah. Yeah. I wonder with like super speed, your mind kind of like can obviously think faster, but I guess
Right,
memorize things faster.
right.
Or like I wonder in like situations like that if you just memorized where exactly it is on the map, if you
I
can
think
just go there instantly.
yeah, I think I would. That's true. That's true.
Yeah, that's fair.
But it'd still be funny see you running around 24/7.
Right, right. You just see random people. This dude has been past my house 9 times. What is
Yeah,
he looking for?
yeah.
Where's he live? Idaho.
Where does he live?
You mean Iowa?
But,
But,
yeah.
yeah, I was gonna say I got another one that I was thinking about, and I think this is a pretty big one, just because there's always that crossroad in like the comic world and in um, the movie world of superheroes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you have a death in the family because of your powers, what are you doing? Are you seeking revenge? Are you going full Punisher? Are you destroying the whole criminal organization? You capping everybody, everybody's dead? Or are you taking the hero route and just putting people away?
Ooh.
You're bringing a boatload of questions, which I would really like.
Yeah, man. No, for sure.
Uh,
But here, I don't know, cause like that question with what I want, that's a high possibility. Like,
Right, right. Oh,
like
especially if you're slanging superpowers, you have a high probability if you screw somebody over, you have a high probability of someone coming after your family and figuring out who you really are.
yeah, true.
yeah, it's very true. Like, um, uh, um, if I had that much money, I'd probably send people for him.
Yeah,
Like,
fair.
like me personally, or if I really want to get super intense with it, um, I feel like I'd possibly put trackers in everybody so I know exactly where they're at 24/7.
Oh, snap! Some espionage, dude. That's intense.
Yeah, and then just like get super intense with it, and then just meet up with them and possibly go the more evil route. Like,
Fair.
I feel like you'd be more like a pimped out kingpin.
This has been down Kingpin.
Yeah.
yeah,
There you go.
pretty much. Like, yeah, what you
But
doing, Ian? Yeah, what were you saying, Ben?
oh, I was just saying that a pimped out Kingpin. I was with that power. I was gonna say when you said that power, it's very interesting, especially with just being the smartest person in the world. You'd always be 50 steps ahead. So I don't see the likelihood of your family dying.
Yeah, me neither. Only because, yeah, I feel like if I were to be that smart, I'd definitely be 50 steps ahead for sure.
Hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
and especially me being a family guy, I would definitely put the family up there for protection for sure.
Right,
So,
right.
yeah, yeah, I can definitely see it being pretty much impossible to touch my family. Like, I do think people are out that be out there that would possibly be able to touch my family because there's obviously those situations that you just don't think about.
Yeah, for
But
sure. Like the second smartest person alive.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
That's
pretty
their
much.
powers. That's their powers.
Yeah, they have to put second every time they say their power.
Right? They just get super upset.
Yeah,
I'm the second. Dang it.
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
But yeah, what you doing, Ian?
I
Nothing.
can I can see it going both ways, honestly. But I mean, I would like to do the hero route, but knowing me, I'd probably freak out and go hardcore Punisher route and just destroy everyone.
Yeah. Start capping people.
Oh yeah, straight up. Grab my 12 gauge and start sending lead through the mail.
Oh, dang. You got metaphors. He's ready.
Oh,
What about you, Ben? Which way you going?
I've thought about this question my whole life because I've always wanted superpowers. And I've always thought if I, like, quick scenario, if I walk in to my home and I see some family members dead, one, I would like to know who did it. That's the big thing because I guess it really depends if you know who did it. Like, what if a family member ended up like harming other family members because he has
Yeah.
powers and like you
Yeah,
have
that makes sense.
like, and so I guess if you really break it down, it depends on who did it. And
Yeah.
yeah.
some random villain off the streets killed my family. Part of me would want to set an example of that you can have powers and still have justice at the same time and not always go the immediate revenge, I'm pissed off at the world route.
Yeah.
But then part of me is, man, you just slaughtered my whole family and you gonna die. Like, I'm gonna
Yeah, for
kill
sure.
you. And so
Yeah.
it's really difficult just because of the simple fact that what do? Do you set an example of the people that are looking at you in the spotlight of you being a hero or an anti-hero? People are gonna know about you because you have powers. Or
Yeah.
do you just go full Wolverine berserk mode? I'm throwing out the claws and I'm just hacking and slashing, and you get that kind of like asterisk on your name of people looking at you like, oh, he's a good hero. He saves the world every once in a while, but he slaughtered this whole criminal organization because they killed his family.
That's reputation right there.
Yeah, that is for sure. Like, yeah, that is very true. Like, I was also think about. It sucks to say it, but I think it, for me at least, really depends on the family member, for sure. Like, it sucks to say, because I don't know, because I'm not.
Like fifth cousin twice removed. Like, I think you're just going to the funeral on that one and
Yeah,
being like,
yeah,
hey, respect.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry that this happened. It's part of my fault. I will put this man behind bars. I get it.
Yeah. Yeah, so like I don't know, 'cause I do think if it really just depends on the situation too for me, only because if you're like great grandpa is like 95 and about to die from old age, but then somebody comes and kills him, like I don't really see a point in avenging his death.
I could say, you did him a
Like,
favor.
yeah, yeah, pretty much. Like, yeah. So like I do think it's definitely a situation based yeah.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
definitely
It's all situational for sure.
yeah.
I
So
agree. I agree.
like but yeah, that's for sure for me at least. I wouldn't be caught killing somebody if I had this superpowers because like I'd be so deep in that area where I just have people that do it for me pretty much.
Right, right. I get behind that.
So technically, blood is never on my hands.
Yeah, that's fair.
No, I can get behind that. I was gonna say blood's never on your hands, but at the same time, you know, eventually it'll get back to you.
Yeah.
It's like in The Punisher, John Travolta's character. He hires his goons to kill Frank Castle's whole entire family, and then Frank Castle does his research and just straight up sets John Travolta on fire at the very end. Spoilers if you haven't seen that movie. That movie's like 15 years old.
I've seen both of them.
Like, if you haven't seen that movie, it's a good movie. You should check that out.
Yeah.
I should check it. Let's check that out. 'Cause I haven't seen that before.
So, real quick, who do you think is the most underrated superhero of all time?
Oof. Let's see.
Or it doesn't have to be a superhero. It could be like a superpower, I guess.
Yeah. Underrated superpower.
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't think I want this power because I think it's disgusting. But it's very underrated, but it's crazy to think about. Have you ever watched Doom Patrol?
Yeah. Yeah, I started
Oh,
it.
But
the Beard Hunter? That dude is the most ridiculous power, but it's the one of the coolest powers.
what is it?
He eats beard hairs, right?
What?
Which is disgusting. But once he eats the beard hair, he goes inside your mind and he knows everything about you.
Hmm.
Everything. And when I say everything, it's every muscle movement, it's every thought, every emotion that you're feeling, he knows. So if you're gonna swing on him, he knows your pattern of like when you're gonna punch and where you're gonna punch and how fast you're gonna punch, so he can dodge your punches.
Yeah.
It's pretty dope.
And so, but then he knows exactly where you are too. So you could be 50,000 miles away, thousands and thousands of miles away, even in another realm or dimension, or on a different planet, and he can still sense where you are and still find you.
It's actually pretty dope.
That's just
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, but would you eat somebody's beard hair?
If I had to know all that stuff, yeah, probably. But
That'd be so weird. You gotta worry about like fur balls and like coughing. What if that thing goes down the air? Like it goes down the wrong pipe? You're just like,
well,
yeah. Yeah, that's true. Like, but yeah, it'd be gross for sure.
yeah. Because there's a scene in that show where he's trying to hunt down this guy, and he ends. Ooh, this scene always made me cringe when I watched it. But he took tweezers and he went down this like sink drain and pulled out this nasty like big old clumps of hair, and he just straight up ate it. And it was disgusting. But he knew everything because there was a bunch of people's hair in it. And he just started freaking out and tracked this dude down. It's intense.
oh man, that's
I don't know about that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I don't know if
Oh.
I don't want to do that at all. But
Yeah. I'd only do that power if I really had to. Like, you need to track this person. How much you paying me? You want to eat hair? No.
I mean, that would be a really good hitman type
yeah,
job.
and that's what he is. He's a tracker in the TV show.
yeah. My question is, how did he figure out that he had that power? When he was a kid, does he just eat fistfuls of beard hair, or like what? How do you find out you have that power?
He's just in high school plucking beard hairs. Like, I know what you did last week.
You didn't sleep with Tracy.
You did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a solid question. Like, how do you go about that? I know in the TV show he's attracted to it. Like and so I think that's why he does it, because he's attracted to the beard hair. He's like, I gotta eat some beard hair. Like,
Bro, that fully reminds me of My Strange Addictions.
Yeah.
Like, he
You
could have been
probably-
on that show for years and
Yo.
not realize, like, oh, that'd be so funny.
That'd be whack.
But yeah, what do you think is the most underrated superpower? Yeah.
Alright. Have you guys ever heard of a superhero in the DC universe called Matter Eater Lad? The guy can eat anything, like literally anything. Doesn't matter what it is, he can eat it. And
Yeah,
he doesn't get full. That is underrated. Dude, if you go to prison for some reason, Ethan, if you get caught selling superpowers,
he's
no. And you get thrown
he's
in
eating a
prison,
tunnel to you.
you could just
Yeah.
you could just eat your way out, or dude, seriously, I feel like it's super underrated. It looks stupid, but like you think about it, and it's like actually you can eat whatever you want. It would suck if this guy was lactose intolerant, though. He'd be eating prison bars, but he can't go home and eat some ice cream or.
He's got gluten allergy. I can eat anything. I can eat whatever I want except bread. I can't eat bread.
It comes home for dinner. Honey, dinner's ready. Oh, sorry, I had to eat a spaceship. I'm kind of full today.
I can eat a spaceship.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about that power at all. Like,
Right?
Bro,
like,
I go to Golden Corral and get my money's worth. Like,
that'd be
Eat
fact.
everything.
But like, I can't see that being like paired up with Superman and Batman.
I know.
Like, there's that squad of 3 hanging out, and like the other, bro, I'd say Batman is like 10 times better, and I'm not even a fan of Batman at all. Like, yeah.
Did
But
you see Darkseid come down?
Oh
I know
my
Batman and Superman, but what do you do? I
Yeah.
eat. That's all I do is I eat.
Yeah.
Oh, is that why
Yeah.
Zack Snyder's doing that new Justice League cut?
Yeah. He's throwing Matter Eater Lad into it.
Oh man.
Say, what if you throw Matter Eater what if you throw Matter Eater Lad into the mix of the Avengers? What if he just eats the gauntlet? Nobody's getting snapped on.
Bro, that'd be whack.
That'd be interesting. Like,
He just starts eating Thanos' arm. He's like, yeah, you ain't gotta do nothing, but I'm eating this.
yeah.
Hey.
Yeah,
You gonna finish?
I wonder.
Right, you can
Yeah.
finish that.
I wonder how powerful that dude is. If it's even possible to eat each Infinity Stone.
Yeah,
Like, that'd be interesting.
that'd be
But
crazy.
I
yeah,
was gonna say, I feel like if you could eat anything, because that's what it says right here.
Yeah.
If you could eat anything, this dude could eat like plutonium and he's chilling, like he's fine.
yeah. Do you think he'd get any of those powers at all, though?
See,
Anything
that's
from him?
That's my thought process, because if this dude is called Matter Eater Lad, he eats matter. So could he consume the matter of someone's powers and just absorb them? Because if that's the case, that dude is the most powerful man in all of Marvel and DC.
Yeah,
Man,
for sure.
it'd be like
Uh,
Kirby, but in the superhero world.
Straight up. They
yeah.
just start.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Dang. That'd be interesting if that was the case. Like,
Yeah, then that power's not underrated at all. That power is overpowered. And everybody, if you piss this guy off and don't give him a home cooked meal every day, then he's destroying the whole world. So keep
yeah,
feeding that dude.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, what about you, Ethan? What's your underrated power?
Can't really think of anything good at all. Like, but I'd say growing up, at least, like, it's probably my power that I want, super intelligence.
Yeah,
Because as a kid, you don't think being super smart is that cool.
No,
Like,
that's very true.
that is
That's
true.
very underrated.
like, it might. I don't really consider it being underrated as of right now, but as a kid, I thought it was for sure.
Yeah, I was
Like,
gonna say, because yeah, you don't see a lot of kids sit there and be like, because a lot of them, I want to be Superman, I want to be Batman, I want to do this. You don't see some kid. I'm trying to be the Lex Luthor of this life.
Hmm.
facts.
I'm trying to
Well,
be the smartest person.
if he does say that, he might have some problems.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say probably not Lex Luthor. We can cut that. Ooh.
Yeah.
You got this kid named Samuel saying he wants to be the smartest kid in like first grade, and then you got the Kyle kid in the corner. I want to eat anything I want.
I wanna-
Yeah.
oh, that'd be funny.
Ugh. But yeah, there's a ton of powers out here, like some that I haven't even heard of. It's crazy. So I'm just scrolling through a list right now. But man,
Yeah, I was gonna say. So, what if back on this topic of if you have powers, right?
yeah,
What if you are in a public place and your powers decide to pop off, right?
yeah,
You're sitting there and you're in a fully like no COVID. You're in a fully crowded area. Like say you're at a concert, and all of a sudden your power, the ideal power that you want, kicks in.
yeah.
What are you doing? Like what's your first move?
Bro, if I was at a concert and all of a sudden time just stopped,
Yeah.
I'd walk up on stage.
Yeah.
Like, if I knew what was going on, I would walk up on stage and I'd just chill for a sec. I'd just be like, okay, this is happening. This is really happening. I mean, not only that, like, my power wouldn't really affect anyone. It's just like, it's time
Right.
control. So, it's not like they're gonna notice it. It's just gonna be me that notices it. So,
I think it could affect people. I don't know in that situation, but I think it could affect people.
yeah,
Like depending on what you do.
yeah, true.
So I can see you like stopping time and then like moving something that shouldn't have been moved at all, and then just it causing a giant ripple effect, and like and just creating disaster in the future. I
Yeah.
can totally see that happening. Like, so maybe in a concert setting too. Like,
True.
he accidentally trip over a wire and then it just stops and the speaker starts to fall. Like, that would suck.
Kills the entire band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ethan, so what are you doing? I was going to say, you're at a concert and all of a sudden you realize, because I feel like being the smartest person in the world, I feel like that would almost change your whole motive in life. You know what I mean? I feel like you'd be in this concert, your power clicks on, and I feel like you would just walk out. You're like, this is a waste of time.
Yeah. Like, I really don't think I'd be doing a lot. Like, I'd probably just, like, straight up walk out. Like, unless I was there for a purpose.
Right, right.
Like, now a situation I can see happening is if, like, a couple hours before I was injecting someone with a power, and that dude decided to go to that concert, and he's all messed up, and I have to deal with him. That would suck.
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, because I don't think if I'd be injecting people with that type of stuff, they know immediately what to do,
Yeah.
unless I create something like that.
That's fair. That's fair.
But yeah, I feel like I'd either be at that concert for a reason, or I just realize how stupid the concert is a bit. Like, straight up. Like,
I could see it now. Well, that's a waste of time.
yeah, yeah.
Just
Go up.
$200 on a ticket.
Yeah. Go up, about to shake Tech Nine's hand, and I say, screw it, it's waste of time. Like,
You say it in front of him. It's like, oh, okay.
yeah.
He's
No
like,
offense to you.
well, he just kind of sits there.
Yeah. Oh, that's fun.
What about you,
Yeah.
Ben? What if
I
you were
I got
at
a couple
concert?
scenarios.
I mean, you just start running out of nowhere.
Yeah, right. I think there's three things that would happen. One, figure it out, and I would just run out of there. I'd go home, reassess, try and figure it out. Two, which is reality in my personal opinion, which is going to suck and is probably the worst scenario because I could see it happening, is I'm at a concert. I start to realize that I have super speed and I just start running. And in a very crowded area, when you're running at crazy speeds, I don't think I'm avoiding a lot of people.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
did you ever watch that show, The Boys?
Oh, I was actually just about to bring that up.
Yup.
I feel like I would just start ripping through people, and I would not want to do that. That would be the furthest thing that I would want to do.
Yeah. Well,
But I could see that scenario.
yeah. I definitely can see that too. But there's two things to that, I feel like. If you're just beginning to learn your powers, then yes, I feel like that would be the case for sure.
Right.
But if you're on like Barry Allen's level, you're just gonna like vibe through them easily.
Oh, for sure. But see, that's the thing. I wouldn't. I don't think I would be at that level.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. With the, I guess, more realistic terms, for sure.
Right. Right.
Like, yeah. What's your other scenario? Did you say
My
you had three?
Yeah, my
Shit.
other scenario My other scenario would be all of a sudden my power triggers, right?
Yeah.
I run from point A to point B, I dodge everybody, everybody's safe. But 5 people just saw that I ran across the room.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
What?
what am I
Yeah.
doing? Am I taking these 5 people out and being like, you didn't see nothing? Like, or do I throw my shirt over my face and just bolt out of there?
Yeah.
Like, in just hopes that I'm not on TV and they're like, yo, I saw that dude at a Tech Nine concert one time and he ran across the room.
Yeah. I. Yeah. I don't know what you'd do in that situation. I think I'd much rather have those just 5 people see me than covering my face and being on TV. Only because I know people. Well, unless you decide to like never wear that outfit again, just
Right.
like throw it away. But I know people would be try to track you down and all that, and would eventually find you.
Oh yeah.
So, but that's the thing too. What are you doing to those 5 people?
See, that's the thing is I don't know.
Yeah,
I I don't think I'm hurting them in any way. That's for sure. I'm not.
Yeah.
so
I
would you
just.
just try and convince them not to tell anybody?
I think so. I think that would be my plan of attack. Or you just risk it. You risk it. You just they see you. You run away, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. On the other hand, if you that'd probably be
Hmm.
I don't know, I'd say the smarter way, only because if you confront them about it, you're just confirming that it happened.
Right. Yeah. It's
Only
true.
because you could think maybe 3 out of the 5 of them were drunk or high at that tech concert. So they might be just tripping. They might tell themselves that they're tripping out, and now you only have 2 people. But if you take that whole 5, you're just confirming that it happened. So,
Yeah.
That is
that'd
true.
probably be this. I don't know. Like, I'd personally think it'd be the smarter way, but then
Right.
again, it might not. Like,
Yeah. I agree. I think that might be the smarter way.
only, yeah, that's how I would play it for
Yeah.
sure. But
But the scenario I have in my head with all of these powers is just disastrous. Just for the simple fact that I just you've seen was it X-Men First Class where Scott Summers is in the bathroom.
No.
You don't remember that one? He's sitting
That was
he's sitting in
no.
the bathroom.
That's not a first class. It's Apocalypse.
Apocalypse?
Yeah.
Is that,
uh,
I thought it was First Class. That's why.
Nah.
But I just remember him sitting in um, the bathroom, and there's like people pounding on the door, and all of a sudden he pulls his glasses off, and he shoots through the door, and then he looks up and he shoots through the whole school, and that's when he like first finds out his powers, and I just see that happening.
Wait, Scott Summers. That's Cyclops,
Cyclops,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
So, Ben, real quick, I have a question for your power.
What's it?
So, do you think you would just take off running, or do you think you would start off small, like maybe your fingers or like your hand starts twitching really fast, or like you just start making random quick movements, like just out of nowhere?
think I think my first move I would run, Ben, run. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I think I would just start running straight up. I'd go visit people that I haven't seen in a long time. I would just go start running
Yeah.
and running, and so and then once I was done with doing what I wanted to do, that's when I would really lock it down and start focusing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Super speed is, in my mind, one of the coolest powers for sure.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so I have a question. It's going to be a long question, or a long answer. But what do you think your storyline will be?
I hope I have. I hope that it's so generic that they can't write a comic book about me. I wake up, I have super speed, boom, that's it. No one dies, no one gets hurt. I got a 9 to 5, fight crime on the side. We're chilling.
Yeah. Yeah.
But this is how I feel it would actually go, and I'll break it down for you. So, how it would actually go is I feel that just because as a hero, because that's what I would want to be, is I feel like I would put my nose in business that I shouldn't be in or be a part of. And I think it would get to the point where, unfortunately, I feel like family members would pass away. And I think I'd have a really dark origin story, just for the simple fact too that I'll bring this up, I'll bring this into it, because we sit here and we talk about these powers and we talk about, oh man, this would be so cool, but not a lot of people talk about, if you had a power, you're still the same person that you were when you got that power. So when it comes to mental illness and like people who have like bipolar disorder and people who have like certain mental illness, I feel like that's going to change a lot
Yeah.
with certain aspects, and that's going to make your impulses, I think, a lot more heightened when it comes to saving people and trying to figure out what you need to do. And so I just feel my origin story would be really good in the sense of how would things pan out for me? How would I save somebody? Would I make a rash decision? Would I turn evil? Would I do, you know what I mean? Because I think mental illness and depression and bipolar plays a lot in a lot of people's lives, and it runs a lot of people's lives. So if you put a power into that, it's very interesting.
Oh yeah. 100%.
Yeah, that is very true. I haven't really thought about the whole mental illnesses combined with powers for sure.
Yeah.
So do you think do you think our mental illnesses would enhance on a, I guess, different level compared to somebody that doesn't have powers?
Um. I feel like to a point, just because like we have a full, well, not like a full, but we have like a better understanding of certain things and like how we can go about things, or like just how a lot of stuff functions, or like a lot of other people function due to mental illness. So I feel like having superpowers and being a superhero, like with depression or anxiety and all that good stuff. I feel like there's an upside to it just because you know how to go about certain scenarios with victims and stuff.
For sure.
But no, I agree with that. I agree with that.
So, yeah. Ethan, what's your origin story?
Um, yeah, I think I'm. I think if I started to, okay, if I started noticing that I was very intelligent at a young age, I feel like it would have changed a lot. If I think, well, changed a lot of how I am today for sure. But if it started tomorrow, I do think, um, it's going to. I don't know. I feel like at first I'd for sure try and help people,
Yeah.
and I think this is where I can't. I'm more of a anti-hero for sure, where I'm trying to help people so much to the point where I just can't no more, or like I'm trying to help people that just can't be helped. I think that's where I'd eventually start going into the other side, where I'm helping the people, I guess, that shouldn't be helped either. Like, I guess on the good side, I'm helping all the people that should be helped and that really needed the help. I feel like it'd get to the case where I already helped everybody there for the most part. Like, I need
Okay.
to move over to the other side, and that's where that comes along, where I'll be start injecting people with powers, and like, um and I don't, yeah, it'd be interesting, yeah, interesting if they made a comic about me, because I feel like it'd be eventually turn into it like a very dark comic for sure.
Right, right.
Like,
Yeah.
only because like once I start getting into like the darker side of things, I will eventually want to start running everything. Like, eventually, I feel like I'd get enough money to like buy out giant companies like Google and Apple and like all of these places, and
Yeah.
like, or people of like the CEO of those companies wants my powers, or wants to buy some of my powers, and I get to the point where I let him buy some of my powers, but for some of his stock, like, and I'd be obviously playing it smart and just give him powers for like a month, and then to die down.
Yeah.
And every month I'm getting more stock, and every month he's getting powers. Eventually, I'll start. I'll eventually own like 50% of the company, and then go up from there. Like, and then I feel like if there was a comic, I'd eventually be the most unstoppable hero of all time, for sure. Well, anti-hero. Yeah. Yeah. Like, I don't know, because I was also thinking with the powers, I would inject something where if I knew somebody was coming after me that weren't injected with my powers,
Yeah.
I would, I don't know, I'd probably have like some like badass watch that covers my whole arm. I just like press buttons and have like everybody that is injected from powers come around my base and just like fight for me. I have a whole army full of people.
Oh,
Like,
so you would mind control these people?
pretty
Dang.
much. Pretty much. Like, I wouldn't let them know, obviously, that I'm doing that.
gonna say, either you sound like a villain right now, bro.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I think I would basically pull up a massive cover up. I wouldn't say cover up, but like there's obviously gonna be some good I'm gonna do. Like, if I'm the smartest person in the world, I'm gonna be trying to find the cure for cancer, and like, and all these diseases. Like, I bet I would have found the cure for COVID right now. Like,
Yeah.
and like it sucks too because like people can't be telling me I'm not a hero, but if I saved like thousands of lives,
Right.
but and I have a question for both of you real quick because a random thought came to my mind. If I had figured out the cure for depression and all mental illnesses, would you take it?
Probably not.
That's that's an interesting question. Just because of the simple fact that like
Okay.
depression, anxiety, and stuff like that. I feel like I don't think that's what makes you as a person, but it's a big part of your life. And once you take that out, it's you feel no anger, no hurt, no, and you're kind of just you're clearer. So I think you still feel angry and hurt in certain emotional situations, but I I think I would take it. I think I would. Yeah, I would take it for sure.
Yeah. I mean, the only reason I say I wouldn't is just because, like, it's been a part of me for so long, and I just feel like it's a really big part of me, and it builds my character, and it makes me who I am. So at the same time, it's like, yes, I don't want it, but no, I don't want to change.
Right.
Okay.
Do you think? Oh,
Okay.
sorry. You
Okay.
can go.
Okay. Let me put it in this situation. If I had a cure for mental illnesses and they'd all stop tomorrow, but you still know everything about them that you've learned from in the past. Like, you still know the mindset of depression, but you're not actually depressed. If that makes
Right.
sense.
Right.
Like,
It
Yeah.
does.
Yeah, I'd take that.
Yeah, I
'cause
would take it.
I think that's how it would be more like. 'Cause I don't think I'd have the antidote and it just cancel like it just block all the depression moments in your life, like in your brain. I don't think that would be the case for sure.
Right. Right.
I think it'd stop moving forward.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Hmm.
okay. I'm curious too, because I think it would be a different answer for me. Like, if you guys had powers, would you still take it?
Ah. So would we still take it if we had powers? Would we get rid?
Like your
Yes.
dream powers?
Yeah. Yep. I would still take it.
Yeah, probably.
I think I'm the opposite.
Really?
Yeah, I think I'd take it if I didn't have powers, but I don't think I'd take it if I had powers.
Yeah.
Like, only because I feel like I would. I think I'd know how to be happier in my situation. Like,
Mm.
I don't think. I think with me at least, I'd have so much running through my head where there's no room for mental illnesses to kick in. and then like throughout a lot of situations, I won't have that overwhelming sensation, and but I wouldn't say I enjoy this feeling, but I guess I'm thankful for that feeling sometimes of what I could have done better
Yeah.
or what I need to do moving forward. Because I don't want to become that guy where, funny, because I don't want to be that guy that thinks he knows everything but actually does. Like, but I think I would appreciate that feeling of knowing I will figure out what I need to do more moving forward in a
Right.
more,
Right.
I guess, unhealthy matter, but I'm still figuring out what I need to do. So I think that's where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. What would your origin story be, Ian?
Um, I feel like I'd kind of grow up in a lower class area, and I feel like my character would be more like Arsenal type character.
Okay.
Honestly, but I don't know. I don't know really. It's kind of a difficult thing to think about, but I'm really thinking about just kind of growing up in a lower class area, not knowing much, and then I feel like once I find out I have these powers, I kind of just like use them against the people that hurt me in like my childhood or during like high school, and then just kind of ease up from that. So I don't know.
Yeah, makes sense.
Actually, what would be
Mm.
cool though is not being born with a power and not being like hit by a meteor to get my power. It'd be um like I'm running down the street from someone, kids picking on me or whatever, and run into a store just to like get away from them, and I see like a watch that I like, kind of just
Mhm.
snag it, kind of dip, and then all that crap happens. So yeah, I feel like that'd be pretty tight.
That would be kind of tight. Now
Yeah.
that's interesting. I was gonna say these origin stories. I like how the different dynamics in each origin story. I like how everything would be different between us three.
Yeah.
Ooh, I have a good question. If we all got our powers at the same time, do you think we'd be as close as we are right now?
I do. I was gonna say, man, we're family, of course.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
it doesn't really change anything besides the fact that we have powers. It's just like, okay.
Uh,
that's true. Yeah, we'd probably be like the C team of the Avengers, but we'd still be close.
I feel
We'd
like
be
we'd be
yeah.
closer, honestly.
oh for sure because we relate because
Yeah.
we got powers.
Crap. I feel like it'd be like that one movie. It's a first person view movie. It's about these kids. They like find this cave at a party, and then they like go in, and there's this weird thing in there, and something happens and they all wake up outside and they have like telekinesis.
Yeah, but I was gonna say at the end of that movie, that dude ended up like almost
Yeah,
slaughtering a whole city.
yeah.
Uh,
I mean, like, but the general relationship that they
Yeah,
have
yeah,
after that, I
yeah.
feel like
No,
that's what it would be.
for sure, for
I-
sure.
What's the name of that movie?
Oh man, I can't remember. Hold on. Um,
So yeah, I was thinking about it. I think we
Chronicle.
would.
Sorry, it's called Chronicle.
That's
I
right.
can't remember if I've seen that movie or not.
Yeah,
But, yeah, like yeah, I do think we would be close for sure since we are family.
Yeah,
But I do think eventually we would fall apart quicker. Only because if we, I don't know, like we might have bumps in the road where we just don't agree on the same things at all.
yeah,
oh for
Like,
sure.
and I think I wouldn't be surprised, but I can see us eventually just falling apart. Like, we could, I don't know, like, I do think we would last a while as a group
yeah,
and, like,
No, I
trying to
agree.
save everybody. But I don't see it. I see us eventually going our own ways, trying to do our own things, because our ways of doing things are so different.
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't think I wouldn't be surprised if our like personal relationships are close, but I think outside of that, like work relationships, I don't think that would be
Right, right.
intertwined that much.
Yeah,
I Cause I yeah I don't know, because I also could see it going. I can see it going that way, and I can also see it as being like, oh, just way up there and like even better than the Avengers for
Right, right.
sure.
No, I feel you.
Like
yeah,
I can, I don't know, because with my power, I can think of so many ways I could maneuver around people where like they just haven't, like you're saying, I'm 50 steps ahead of people. So I think if it's just us three against the Avengers, he might win after some experience with our powers.
Oh, for sure, for sure. I get behind that.
yeah,
But yeah, I can see it going those both ways for sure.
yeah. All right. Well, I am gonna have to wrap this up. So, I mean, I think we've had a really successful podcast today, and I think we did really well. Yeah, it was really good to have you, Ben, and it was good to have this topic going on. Like it was we've had a couple different superhero topics going on in the past, and uh, I really enjoyed this one over over the other two. So yeah,
Yeah, no, I appreciate you guys having me on. This was fun.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. I really liked it.
yeah. Well,
Alright, yeah,
so we will leave our email in the description. Same with our Instagram. Go ahead and send in discussion topics, uh, either our email or direct messages on Instagram works as well. Don't forget to tag in your social media stamp. It doesn't matter what platform. It can be Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and we will give you a shout out as soon as we get to that topic. So, anything else you guys need to say?
Um, well, we'll make sure we post more so on time for Monday's post and post on Instagram. I'll try to remember that. And yeah, you want to say anything, Ben?
Just thanks for having me. I really appreciate the opportunity to come and chop it up with you guys for an hour, man. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's no problem, man.
A good one.
Yeah. All right. Well, we will see you guys next time.
Peace.